Okay, here we go. Spirit, give us one card for the person Taurus is connecting with at the moment, please. The energy of the person Taurus is connecting with at the moment, please, Spirit. What do we need to know about this person at the moment? Okay, so we have here thinker. I'm picking up this vibe that this person could be a very intellectual type of person. They love to think about their decisions first, pros and cons. They're the type of person who doesn't act impulsively. They always think things over thoroughly, over and over. I'm picking up here that there could be a person who is a habitual worrier as well. They think about stuff that maybe is not yet happening in the situation, but they love to think ahead is what I'm picking up. This person is someone that avoids taking a risk as much as possible if they know that that risk could potentially not bring anything to the table. So someone is very cautious here, okay? But also, I'm picking up the message that they're thinking about you. They're thinking about the relationship. They're wondering how you're doing, okay? Maybe they're wondering what they could have done better. I'm picking up here that someone is maybe at the precipice of making a decision towards you or giving you an offer, Taurus. But they're more or less enveloped by the overwhelming sense of emotional unfulfillment at the moment. They refuse to say it. As you can see with the fairy, she's alone in the image. She's thinking about the relationship. This person is thinking about you. But they don't want to act on emotions alone. So it's like this person is aware that they miss you and they want a connection with you, but to make it in a tangible step, you know what I mean, Taurus, like fully commit, this person is still trying to contemplate about that, okay? They haven't fully arrived in a decision just yet, alright? But soon enough, this person has to decide. They couldn't be in a stale. They know that, they are aware of that, but they just don't want to rush the process. Alright, so let's get some tarot cards out. I'm working with the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. I love this deck, Taurus. Let's ask the Spirit for more information regarding this person. I want to do a Celtic Spread. Yeah, look at that. The card that came out is the Hermit. It's a very appropriate card. We also have here, so we're definitely going to take this. Not because I did not cut the deck, but the feeling seems right, okay? I'm using my intuition and following what my intuition is telling me at the moment. So I'm taking this card, the Hermit. This person is clearly going within, not communicating at this time, choosing to be solo, but there's the energy of not wanting to be seen or heard. This person is extra cautious, but as you can see with the turtle, I think this is not only a turtle but an ancient turquoise, if I'm not mistaken. It has a lamp on its back, so this person is finding solitude to get some answers. They want to just like back off from the crowd and be able to think on their own. They want to listen closely on their thoughts. They're maybe wondering whether they should go or stay, or go back to the relationship, if you know what I mean. And they couldn't think if there's a lot of noise and clutter possibly affecting their decision making. But what's blocking this is the 8 of Wands. There is no complete movement. Someone is clearly stale here, okay? I apologize for the background noise. But yeah, Taurus, someone desires to have movement, but it is being blocked at the moment until this person perhaps is ready to come forward. I think that they are aware at one point they have to get going with their life. They can't be stuck in this Hermit for a long time, okay? This person knows that potentially if they act on this situation, it can move forward, because 8 of Wands is a fast movement energy, a rapid movement. But they are blocking making rapid decisions, if you know what I mean. So someone is exercising a lot of control a lot of maturity when it comes to their decision making. It's like when this person even tries to reproach you, they should have completely analyzed their decision, because they know that if they do decide to go back to you, they couldn't be able to take that back. They're not the type of person. So it's a very, very slow but steady kind of person that you're dealing with. The root or the cause of the matter is the High Priestess. This person sees you as the ideal woman. If you are a woman watching this video, this person sees you as the ideal woman. But it's like they're falling in this deep silence once again. Look at the tiger. She is the animal spirit that talks about not being afraid to use the intuition to make choices. But she's not really clinging onto that bowl of wisdom. Not like the Magician card in this deck. The Magician is more or less placing the paw on that pentacle because it has the desire to take action. This is more of a laid back, but letting the universe have its natural course. And while in that silent mode, this person is learning, observing. For all you know, this person is observing you from afar. There's that kind of watchful energy. But it's more or less the need to contemplate, looking back on the memories, on facts, too, before they gather up their thoughts and make a complete decision. In the past, Seven of Swords, again, there was no communication. I'm picking up that this happened a long time or a couple of months back, and I think that they still have you in their mind completely. Seven of Swords, there could have been someone here who blocked the communication. Maybe the two of you blocked each other completely from talking, communicating, interacting. This could even mean social media. I'm picking up here too that someone is not telling the truth about why they ghosted the other person. Now I'm seeing that someone could have ghosted you. They're showing you those Six of Swords, but they're not telling you the real reason. Okay? Someone is just looking out for themselves too. I'm picking up now that someone wasn't ready to commit with you at that time, Taurus. But they're keeping one eye. Okay? I'm picking up that they ghosted you because there were things that they were not ready to commit to. You could be dealing with a person who was afraid of commitment at that time. They were afraid of the responsibilities. They were just maybe in that situation, but they didn't know what they were getting themselves into. So now they're more or less exercising the need to listen to their intuition and wisdom. This is the embodiment of wisdom. This situation helped this person, or helping this person become mature. Alright, and hopefully they're undergoing this deep spiritual cleansing and alignment. That's why they're thinking now. They're thinking, they know that for every action there is a counter reaction. That everything they decide on now has a consequence. So I think that if anything, this person valued the importance of not being able to decide impulsively here, okay, and becoming really honest with themselves and their heart. Because what this was with the Seven of Swords, someone just tried to sneak behind the other person's back, or this could be them also deceiving themselves, because the Seven of Swords could also be a card of deceit. It's like they deceived you, but they deceived themselves more, because they weren't really confronting the situation or becoming honest with what it is that's been bothering this person in the connection, okay? This person goal for this time and this week is the Seven of Pentacles. They're still waiting until they make up their mind. Maybe they're the ones waiting on you too, Taurus. It could be the other way around from what I'm seeing here. It could be that you also block this person because they may have done something wrong in the past with the Seven of Swords. And now they're letting the universe take control, because at this point, they don't know how to approach you. It seems like communication lines have been cut off. There is no complete movement. This person may not be reaching out to you physically, but in a spiritual sense, they're trying to reach out, okay? They're trying to reach out. They're trying to like see if there is a possibility of getting back, okay? But they're asking their guides about this. They're more or less feeling and vibing if there's even a remote chance that they can open this communication with you again. I'm thinking here that someone was not telling you the complete truth, but you cut them off. And that is why probably they have this feeling of wanting to say now, to speak their mind now, and they're thinking of a strategy, how they can go about this, okay? But they're waiting for an opening. They're waiting for that small window of opportunity, right? Something here tells me that this person could be growing weary about the waiting period. But it's like they're stuck about this too, because they can't seem to move forward. They can only move forward if maybe they have a chance to talk to you and clear things on their end. Seems like it's a tough journey, because this person has been hiding their true feelings. They couldn't communicate this with anyone. They refuse to admit that there are feelings of guilt, right? We also see here the 10 of Wands. So I'm seeing here, Taurus, that this person wants to finally end this chapter of not being able to move forward, because it seems like they are aware they need to turn the new leaf, and the route that they're going forth at the moment is currently blocked. They can't see past through what this is. So that's why maybe they're thinking, how can they unstuck themselves? How can they proceed and move forward? Or for some of you, how can I try to manifest the relationship with Taurus once again? Because this has been exhausting for the person, and what's coming in the near future is further exhaustion. 10 of Wands. Someone could potentially feel burnt out, or could still be feeling this way, because that's why they're emotionally withdrawing from this. Alright? Could be that someone is also growing tired waiting for you, from what I'm seeing here, because they're waiting for something to manifest. And they're feeling exhausted about the idea of waiting, but they can't see a way out of this situation. So someone is in deep spot of being stuck here. Okay, and this is the kind of stale that needs deep healing, because even though they're far away and you guys are not talking clearly, their mind is still with you. Their heart is still with you. They're still connected with you invisibly. There wasn't maybe a clear closure, because the only swords here is the 7 of Swords, so there's no clarity over the situation. Someone could have left the situation up in the air. It was hanging. It was confusing. Again, that situation that someone ghosted you, okay? So let's see how they're feeling at this time. We have the 4 of Cups. They're not emotionally open to anyone at the moment, okay? But that's because there are feelings of confusion. You could see the moon over there. This person is seemingly trying to hide, you can see, hide their emotions, their true emotions. They have a good job of not letting people see that they're struggling. They're not letting anyone know, including you, that this is how they feel deep down, okay? So, how they see you, Taurus. You are the Son of Pentacles. Very appropriate for your energy. They see that maybe you're slow to make an offer too. It's like this person is maybe expecting an offer made by you. But more or less this person sees you as someone they can't fool around anymore, because the Son of Pentacles is a very slow and steady but very secure court card energy. So you are projecting the Son of Pentacles. You're not one to be shaken. You're not one to make decisions based on emotions alone. You tend to review and get as much information as you need before you invest on something. And they can see you too, like you are holding back on words, okay? And you're more or less far from them at the moment, because you're focusing on your career and your home situation and yourself too, okay? From what I'm seeing here, it's like your mind is on the Pentacle and you want to build a solid foundation for yourself, stability, okay? But this person is anxious, okay? I'm picking up that vibe that you are dealing with a heavy worrier over here. On the outside, seems like they're cool, calm, and collected, but what's in this mind, it's mostly internal, okay? There's a lot of things going on there. I kid you not. They're going back and forth, back and forth. Maybe it's the planetary motion. They unlock this information about the relationship and makes them go really confused. And they don't know whether to proceed or back out, okay? So clearly stuck here. Their hopes and fears is the 8 of Pentacles. So from what I'm seeing here, from a 7 to an 8, this person wants to work on something here. They hope that they can work on the relationship maybe. They're thinking of focusing in on what they can work on. Like the spider over here. It's pulling all the strings to build this big web. Somehow I'm seeing that this person wants to be back in your network or your circle. And they're tying these strings, connections, trying to reach you, okay? I'm also seeing here that this person is working on themselves, bettering themselves, building stability for their own self too. So, but they fear that they're not going to be able to see the results. They've been working and working on their own, and you couldn't even see the results, or they can't see the results manifesting from what I'm saying, whether it be you or their current situation with work. Again, that kind of energy that someone felt burnt out, okay? Someone easily gets burnt out here because there's somewhat an imbalance. So from what I'm seeing here, this type of person that you're dealing with, they go all out with relationships, with career, with home, that when they put all that energy into it, they invest everything. They literally drain themselves too. So this is the type of person that goes to you without a word, without a warning, but that's because they burnt out themselves, okay? They can only tolerate so much from what I'm seeing here. I think that this person values their own personal space. They're the type that easily gets drained because of other people's presence in their life. Not just with you, but with everything else. Family and home and work too. Maybe you are dealing with a free-spirited person. They get stifled about the idea of constantly being around people. So that's why they have this very sneaky personality. Not because they're completely cheating or deceiving you. I don't sense that. But this person values their own personal space, okay? Maybe they're the type that they gain a lot of maturity, that they don't so easily attach to anyone. They could easily detach themselves emotionally if they want. So maybe you see this person like they don't need anyone, so why would I stay around with a person who rarely expresses that they appreciate my presence, you know? But that's not the case. From what I'm seeing here, that this person is just the type that could potentially drain themselves because of relationship. Okay, there's something here that this person hasn't completely healed from. Now, I'm seeing here even issues from the past. You could have dealt with a person who wasn't so used to in a setting that's structured. I'm not saying it's for all of you guys, but from what I'm seeing here, it could be that they have had this traumatic experience in the past, okay? That's why they choose to isolate themselves, because they think that they want to avoid drama as much as they could. Because from what I'm seeing here too, like this person got hurt so bad in the past, not just now but in previous lifetimes, that they closed their emotions so easily in the form of protection. They were traumatizing events, right? And they have reached the threshold. Someone reached the threshold here. So they can only give enough of themselves, but they are always so sure to pull back. They always pull back when things get rough. So it's up to you to decide on this matter, Taurus, because I don't see like technically this person has wrong intentions towards you. It's just that they're all about self-preservation too. Again, because of maybe what they have experienced in the past, okay? And the outcome for this is the Four of Swords. So again, they're thinking about their options, but they're not rushing into it. They don't want to be burdened for now, but from what I'm seeing here is that they're just taking their time. They're pausing, taking a pause from the connection or from love in general, right? So I could even sense here that someone is opening up their third eye, because they've been so used to about the logical and analyzing, but they're forgetting what spirit wants for them. So now that they're in alignment, they are trying to like not be so logical about the situation, but be also in tune with what spirit has planned out for them. They're getting some downloads from spirit here, from their guides, of how to proceed with this relationship. Because for some of you, I see that someone is waiting for you and wanting to work on something, but they have to work on themselves first, okay? So we have here Son of Cups. In the beginning, I see that this person was quite the romantic, okay? They have this very secretive side. Maybe you dealt with a Scorpio and picking up. They have this very reserved nature, very private. They want it to be just among the two of you, okay? They don't want it to be known to the public what you guys are, because this type of person is careful and cautious not to get any third-party energy messing the situation, again, because maybe of their experience or their nature. But it's quite the romantic, really, okay? Very loving person. I'm seeing here the Father of Pentacles. They're blocking themselves from communicating with you at the moment, okay? We already saw that a while ago. But they know that once they're ready to open their heart again, they would not doubt ever trying to reach out to you. They just fear maybe that time is running out from what I'm seeing here, Taurus. Someone is worried about time. Someone is worried about the future. But they can also force themselves to be ready from what I'm seeing here, okay? Okay, so we have here Mother of Swords. Yeah, all of these cards are pointing out that there is no clear communication, and there's like a cold treatment, a silence game. It's like you guys are just waiting whoever makes the first approach. But there's a very watchful kind of energy with the Mother of Swords here. I don't sense that she's upset, but she's trying to be mature. She's trying to be strong. She's trying to create some boundaries over here, because if there's no boundaries, then chances are someone might act based again on emotions. But the thing about this person is they're always about logic, that when something blows up, they passively realize after that they don't really agree with their decision, if you know what I mean. It's like in the moment they could decide on logic alone, but once the breakup happened, they could have finally realized what it's truly like not to be with you. So they're trying to work on that. They're trying to work on that from what I'm seeing here. Okay, Ace of Cups in the past. So they were afraid to really become vulnerable with the relationship. They try to be open with their cup, but it's like they want it to be just you and them, like a personal thing. So I think that being a Taurus that you are, you don't mind that kind of privacy. You don't mind having that low-key relationship. But you also want to be able to enjoy freely what this relationship could potentially go to. You want expansion, you want growth, because you are the Son of Pentacles. You want to invest on long term. You want to be able to build a comfortable relationship, not just for this person, but for yourself. You want that kind of security. And it just feels like if this person keeps on insisting this kind of dynamics, there's a tendency to cling on too much on each other, and it's a bit, again, that suffocating energy and potentially being burnt out, okay? So I think that the thing about this person is that they want their relationship with you. They want it to be private, but they're also a bit stifled about the idea of just being you and them. Okay, this is something they really need to work on, because they're a bit conflicted internally from what I'm seeing here. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Definitely this person is waiting on you, waiting for another opportunity. Okay, but this is a more stable one with the Ace of Pentacles. It's not just based on love, but on long term. It's a potential for long-term success with you, okay? But they're waiting on it. It's like they know that they're not ready now, but they're trying to get there. They're working on it. We have the Strength card. This person at the moment is exercising a lot of control. They're controlling their emotions. They're not showing you or anyone else. Again, there's that kind of restrictive, not to let anyone know energy, but they're working on themselves at the moment too. They're practicing a lot of inner strength to get over this feelings of being burnt out. They're holding back at the moment because they want to be complete. They want to be healed fully before they embark on any relationship and communicating with you, from what I'm seeing here. And then we have the Three of Cups. For now, this person is all about friends. They're talking to maybe 3 close friends at the moment, or their social circle, giving them soulful advice from what I'm seeing here. But also this person might be hearing some news about you through common friends. They're talking to your common friends and asking for some information. I don't sense that this is a gossip, but for some of you it could be someone is trying to like get information, passing down some gossip. Also there could be potentially a friend in their environment trying to get their attention, but they're closed off on that. They're not opening their cup. They just want friendship for now. That could also be the case. Someone is offering you just friendship. But look at that, 4 of Wands. I think that this person sees that you are wanting the commitment. You want the long term. Of course you do, right? You are working hard for what is going to be long term and stable. Okay, someone and something you can build your future on. Also, this person sees that maybe you're already committed to someone else, or you're about to build on something here on your own. But they're very watchful in your every move here. You may not be aware of that, but I do sense a lot of watchful energy. But they just refuse to talk with you. They're just observing, thinking. We also have here the Father of Swords. See, when I see the Mother of Swords and Father of Swords matching their energy, you both are not communicating. You both are really on your guards here, but you know that you're meant to be here. You both are in the same frequency, like-minded people. So this person maybe is working on opening their lines of communication, but they're working on maybe not being too logical on every decision, okay? This person is also just observing, once again, that kind of observant and watchful, very focused on the detail type of person. They're looking on some information about you too, like getting the details of you, of what you're up to from friends. I don't know if this is talking through social media, but it looks like to me. They're maybe wondering if you're committed to someone else too at the moment, and they're wondering if you're happy. But they know that you might be very well, for some of you have already moved forward to a committed relationship. And that's why they're not opening up to anyone else, because they're still thinking about you. Right, so yeah, this person has a lot of negative thoughts. It could get really wild in their head. They feel stuck. They feel like they couldn't move forward from the situation unless they talk to you and unless they clear things on their end, okay? So it's a very tricky with their mind at the moment. Okay, it's up and down. They don't really know how to move forward. But clearly these are self-imposed fears. This person has just need to get outside their head, really. Let's get some advice card for you, my dear Taurus. Helper of action. So it's an overall advice with this person. It says here, you're blessed with many wonderful things to do, Taurus. It would be great if you could take the time to make a plan first, but you probably don't have the time, so get busy, follow your instincts, and have fun. You or someone you meet is very self-assured, capable, and enthusiastic, and can do anything with a smile. So I'm thinking that this is very well your energy at this time. You guys are happy, focused, planning out on becoming stable. And 4 of Wands can also be a representation about, you know, having fun, celebrations, parties, and social gatherings with family and friends. So I'm thinking that you are also taking your time here. You both are taking your time. You both know that you have wonderful things ahead. But I'm seeing here that this person is just waiting for an opportunity with you. So that is your reading, my dear. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sending all love and light. Thank you so much for, again, reaching out and for your support. And namaste.